Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 1 in the NFL right now with Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. And right now we're going to cover the Chargers-Arizona game. Joe Duffy, thanks for being back with us.
No, thank you, Peter. We're going to have a huge opening weekend in the NFL.
All right, I hope so. And once again, you know, these picks these games that Joe Duffy covers with us are not anywhere close to being his premium picks, his top plays. He mostly just takes whatever games I ask him to cover. Picks at his site, completely different story. Joe Duffy, give a quick plug for OffshoreInsiders.com and brag a little bit on your record at your site.
Yeah, no, long term, we've been winning for 26 years. This will be our 27th year going back to the score phones. I can't deny I wasn't very happy about my opening weekend in college football, but especially in recent years, a lot of our metrics and very specific computer systems have to do how teams are coming off of certain situations. So that's why we're even better in week 2 and for the rest of the year. But yeah, we have at least 9 winners up right now, college and pro. Joe Duffy's picks at OffshoreInsiders.com.
All right, Joe Duffy, Arizona's a 3-point home favorite over San Diego. Totals 45, and Arizona's an interesting team this year. They have some big positives on offense. The main positive is Andre Ellington, who's an absolute, bomb on offense, just an unbelievable weapon on offense. But they could have some problems on the offensive line, and if that is the case, then that could magnify any weaknesses that Carson Palmer has or any mediocrities that he has. They do have a great defense, though, a great 3-4 defense. San Diego, they have a relatively weak defense. They have some positives on offense. Ryan Matthews is back and healthy, so that's a big positive for them. I was leaning towards San Diego at +3.5, but now that it's down just to +3 market wide, I'm not exactly sure if I love that, and the total is a little bit tough. Might be leaning over 45, but Arizona does have that great defense. I guess as we sit here right now, my lean would still be to San Diego +3. What's your take on this game, Joe Duffy?
Yeah, no, and I do see a lot of places I see that have Arizona -3, -120. So
right.
I think if you wait a little bit and you shop around at the very least, if you want to take the underdog, you can get 3.5 and maybe lay as little as 115. But no, my play here is on the over.
Okay.
Look, I've been a critic of both of these quarterbacks over the years. Make no mistake about it, Carson Palmer and Phillip Rivers. But both of these guys are trending upwards a little bit. And we've seen several examples of where guys just later on in their career, and certainly last year, Carson Palmer started taking those steps, and Phillip Rivers started taking those steps where they just finally start to get it. They play within themselves. I know that's a cliche, but there's a certain amount of truth to it, and that they finally just start to click and reach their potential. And as much as I've been a critic of both of these guys, they're both trending upwards. Arizona, a lot of people think that their defense overachieved as much as any unit on either side of the ball last year, and they had some key losses where they lost Carlos Dansby to free agency, Darrell Washington was suspended, and Darnell Dockett, a devastating injury. So I think between the fact that Arizona's defense probably came in a little bit overvalued anyway, and they've had some key losses, plus Bruce Arians, coach of Arizona, not one who's necessarily known for hyperbole, he's just been raving about the offense. He said they're light years ahead of last year. So I think it's a case where maybe both of these quarterbacks might finally be reaching the potential that they're supposed to. Both of them have weapons. San Diego's very deep with weapons. We know that Arizona, of course, with Larry Fitzgerald. So they've got the weapons, and it's a fairly low total, I think, for some pretty explosive offenses. So the over is the play.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We know that Bruce Arians' offenses love to pass as well, and I have my note here. I'm thinking maybe loving over 45. So, all right, you've convinced me. I'm off San Diego +3 right now. I'm agreeing with you. I'm going to go with the over 45 as well. Thanks so much for your analysis. As always, Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com.